Okay, so this is the wrong way to lunge. This is issues in both hips. So instead, pelvic loop is part of the answer. So I'm going to pull everything back in, pull it into the center, re-square my hips, feel my legs really strongly. I'm going to raise the arms up. A lot of people are like, yeah, that's not really Anjanasana, because they're used to seeing that in the pictures, like old Anusara days. Wah, right? Actually, there's a lot of muscle energy in Anusara, but it was just taken a little bit too far. So right now, very upright. We're pulling the belly back. We're reining it in. We're filling this whole area in so we don't go into the low back. And even just this is great. Like, you can just feel your own power, and you're holding back, not giving it all away. Now take that lunge a little bit further, but keep trying to knit into the core and try to breathe at the same time and not shrug your shoulders to your ears. Now we'll go a little inch further, and you can tell, right? It starts to get lost as we go forward. So we just find that middle ground, and then exhale, come on out, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Through the nose, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, left leg, step it forward. Lower your back knee. Now let's do this knitting action again. Really, the knitting action of your core comes from front foot, back knee, hugging in. That's first. Leg action first. Rein it all in. Bring your arms up. Place the palms forward. Then you can kind of get this like curling action inside the body. And all of the back body is open. So kidney loop or pelvic loop, it goes this way. It takes the front lower ribs down, it takes the navel back, and it lifts the back ribs up, almost like you're doing a forward bend. So it gives you a lot of freedom here in the lower back. Then when we come into our back bend, we try to keep all this full as we start challenging in hip extension, right? When the leg's behind the hip extension, this is like a back bend leg. So you get to practice before you go into a full back bend. How can I keep that back ribs lifting up while I go into hip extension and the psoas wants to pull the pelvis forward? Okay, let's go another little inch. Everybody's doing great here. Yep. Nice MC, really nice full lower back, looking good. It's a good angle there, I can see that. Nice, that's right, Nicole. All right, exhale, come on out. And let's go downward dog. And keep that blanket there. Go forward into plank. You can always lower to your knees if you need to, and we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. So the reason we do the thighs high is to prevent the tucking of the tailbone. So inner thighs lift, plus it's a lot stronger of a pose if you lift through the thighs. Yeah. And then push down on your arms to access pelvic loop and kind of squeeze in to the navel center. Press through your heels, press back through your heels, gaze slightly forward. So if you're holding your plank like this, it's a lot harder. 5, 3, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down to your knees. Now come on up to a nice easy cobra. And then exhale, lower down slightly and turn your gaze in. Push your hands down and forward and pull your belly up off the floor, at least the upper part, front lower ribs up. If you're looking down, we know from earlier this week that engages transverse abdominis. Try to get your core to work here, and then slowly lift the chin, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and come into a really strong cobra that's got back and front side connected. Okay, come on down, push back, down dog.